Hi guys, showtime. Welcome to Prince John Internet TV. Today, focal points will be communications and dealing with emotions and relationships as usual, making life special by dealing with the most important things. Starting off with learning to communicate thoughts, feelings, and values at the same time. Whether in person or via email, you can say something like, I hear your anger, recognizing the emotion, and I understand this equality and fairness are important to you, and this is recognizing their values, and then saying, opening up the conversation, saying, I'd like to know what you think, or is there anything you want to share with me? Make it so you can be receptive, and if you give them the opportunity to communicate. Another way you can say it is, I hear how worried you are, and this how worried you are. This can mean their emotions, and then I can see how important your health is to you, and that's the value, the health. So another thought, I believe that talking to women is only, trying to start a relationship is only realistic when both parties have their needs met. Because if either of them are interested in each other and they feel bad for the other or want the other to take care of them because no one else is taking care of them, then they're not really thinking about what they would actually want to do if they had all their needs met. What their goals and dreams and fun stuff to do would be, the things that sustain a marriage. All right, so, and I admit to you, you may be in a situation less convenient than mine, where it's easy for me to choose to avoid a relationship, and you may be already married. You may have children or other responsibilities. These, as a result, uh, what's the answer to that? Well, my first answer to you would be light work, and there's a book called Think Yourself Rich, in which you can read it, and the reading of it itself programs you. So, and then also becoming a vegetarian, avoiding karma, bad karma food would probably, help you out. Okay, and then see, you just let time, you know, you, just let time, work it, because that's the secret, and that's, you wouldn't want things to be perfect, and you wouldn't want to be anyone else but yourself. So remember that. That's how I feel. All right, so the goal is to always tune in, because thinking about the past is feeling, stressed out. Thinking about the future is feeling anxious, and being in the present is where the peacefulness is. And I think it's strategic not to talk about people, but talk to them. For instance, like, even if, let's say somebody said some rude things to you, you might be inclined to talk about them, gossip, and say, oh, that person was rude. Instead, even if you don't have a chance to talk directly to the person, if you want to talk about them, you could imagine you're talking to them in your head and say something like, well, if I was to say something to them, I would say, your talking hurt my feelings. Instead of trying to compare and show that, superiority, that's the ego. And the ego is only, the thing that blocks from the present moment. And we don't want to be too into the present moment, or two, what is it called, enlightened, quote unquote, or whatever, and activated, because then that would turn us into pure light, and we couldn't experience the dynamics and polarity and ups and downs of physical reality. And because without those ups and downs, there's no motive to reach one's goal. Alright, so I may have my own opinions, but when I go into public, I make an effort to acknowledge others and remember that they're not less than me, just different. And that's why I think privacy is valuable, because a lot of times we don't have energy for people who are just random strangers and not our family. As a family, you don't have to try to talk to them about their problems. All you've got to do is listen to the problem and then say, oh, okay, let's do some light work as a solution. Because quite frankly, it's said in some religions that, oh, all you have to do is believe, but how do we know if each other are family, and if we are a group of people who believe the same thing? I think the only way to know is the physical religious ritual and practice that goes along with it that proves that we really believe in it. So doing things as light work, certain way of eating, exercising, relationship standards, certain way of referring to each other, like princes and princesses, kings and queens, and dress code, etc. Take a deep breath, relax. It's been a lot of information there. See if there's anything else to share with you. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for being here with me. Aloha.